Hello, it's Kira. I am here to show you how to link a MyMathLab shell with your Desire to Learn page. This is something new we are doing for the fall of 18. It's not too bad. My hope is that most of you already use D2L and have some knowledge. Right now I am just in the portal page for my KC. And I'm going to go down to where my D2L is. I don't have any courses active yet, so I'll just go to the home. They did update this just within the last 2 weeks, so it does look a little bit different. And at the end of this video, I'll show you a couple little tricks that I've learned that maybe are helpful, maybe not with D2L. To get to your courses, you can either scroll down or go to this little waffle menu and it'll bring up your courses. I'm just going to scroll down. I have 2 courses here that I can work with. For today, I'm going to work with my math literacy class. I have nothing set up yet in this shell, so it's completely empty. There's a lot of nothing here. To do this link, you're going to go under the content section. And over on the left-hand side, there's Table of Contents. You're going to go to Table of Contents, and under Related Tools, there's Course Builder. Now, there's other ways to get to the Course Builder. This is just one of the ways to get there. It's probably been 4 years. You used to have to set up all your D2L through Course Builder. That's changed. It's much easier to work in D2L, and there's just this little bit we have to do. This should really take you no more than about 5 minutes. The first thing you're going to do is create a module. So over on the left-hand side, there's the little book that looks like the book there in the middle of the screen. I'm going to click and drag it, and you see how it highlights. And I'm going to give that module a name, and I'm going to choose to call it Pearson MyMathLab. You can put more information in there. That's all I need. That's all I care to have. And create that. Now I'm going to put something in the module, and what I'm going to put in there is a link to my MyMathLab page. Sorry about that. Scroll down, and there's this Pearson tool. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click and drag. When I click and drag, if I go here, it's just going to fly back. If I go here, it doesn't highlight. You see where it highlights right here under that module. I'm going to release, and it's going to say, I don't know what course to pair this with. Now you're going to create your new course in MyMathLab. So I'm going to click on My Lab and Mastering Tools. That's going to open up Pearson, and it's going to say, I don't know what to do with this still, so get started. This is where you're going to copy a course. I gave, hopefully in a separate email, a list of all the course codes, but I'm also going to show you this right now on the screen. So if you're teaching any of these 3 courses here in the fall, these are the course codes you're going to want to use. I'm creating an 068 shell. I'm going to highlight and copy that because I can do that. I don't know that you will as you're watching the video, so just jot it down. And I'm going to switch back to my browser and drop that in there and select it. Now this is what you've done in the past to set up your course, so I'm just going to give it a name. And maybe put down the semester just in case it's hard to find or differentiate. If you're teaching 2 of the same sections, I'll often use like my Monday, Tuesday section, my 9 a.m. section, something like that so you can distinguish. For course dates, really D2L won't open until either Friday or Saturday, so I'm going to go ahead and start it there. I like to give students a little bit of extra time there, so I'm going to go all the way through till the end of December. So if a student has a question about their grades or want to go in and look at it, that they still have access. What we don't have anymore when you set this up is the enrollment date. So you don't have to do that double enrollment date. They will be enrolled automatically through D2L. Create your course. Now we have to wait for it to create. It's okay. It's hopefully going to go very fast. I'm going to close this window and close this window. And this I've had a little bit of trouble with. I've done this a couple times and it's a little clunky. I'm just going to hit cancel here. And because I hit cancel, it stopped making that link. So if you look, that little green Pearson box is not here. There's probably a better way to do this, but this works, so let's go with it. I'm going to, again, drag this Pearson box over here. Okay, now that the course is paired, it's going to give you some options of what do you want to link to. So you can link directly to the homework assignments, directly to the announcements page in My Math Lab. What I'm going to recommend, because the students who have worked with My Math Lab on Kishwaukee College's campus, they're used to getting into the entire course. So I'm going to go with this first option here, which is what's going to look sort of normal to all of us. And scroll down and add to course. If I open this, I can see I've got that. So I'm just going to go start at the beginning again. I'm going to hit content and make sure this looks right. The only thing I have in content is a folder or module called Pearson My Math Lab. And I've got this link here. This link, unfortunately, by default, will try to launch inside D2L. I'm going to recommend, before we do anything else, go to bulk edit, or there's other ways, again, to get here, and I'm going to click this button that says open as an external resource. So that will open a new browser window instead of trying to do it in this little box in D2L. And done editing. Again, I'm going to go to the course home, just again, clean screen. This is what you'll see. This is what students will see. I will build a lot more in here, but under content, there's my link. This is what students will do. Students will click on this. When a student clicks on it, they'll be asked to enroll using their course code, and that's supposed to come to students in a separate email. I will address this issue in the email that you got with this link. But here you go, you're in. You can also get to this screen the same way as you've been doing, just through mymathlab.com directly instead of going in through the portal. But if you go into the portal, it'll go straight in, or the D2L portal, it'll go straight into your course. This is the instructor home. Students would go into the student home. This is what they would see. Now that I've done that, in my math lab here, I need to set up my due dates, because clearly I'm not going to have due dates of June for this class. I'm going to set up my due dates and everything that you've been doing for the past few semesters. Hopefully that's good. That answers your question. You're able to do that. I've played with this a little bit. I've looked at maybe adding some other links. I thought one of the things that might be nice under content is to create like a troubleshooting folder. So again, if I want to be able to get to where that little Pearson icon was, I need to go to Table of Contents and do the course builder. But one of the things they have, I'm just going to do another link just so you see what that's like. Now that it's paired, I don't have to do that again. I can add more Pearson links as I'd like. But there are some other options in here that might be nice. I have not played with it a whole lot. I really like this right here, the multimedia library. Most of the textbooks have videos, have PowerPoint presentations, and just get you to the textbook. So if you want to make that a little bit easier for the students to find, you might choose to add this as a whole separate link in D2L so that students can find it quicker. The browser check, I like. Sometimes students have trouble with their browsers or their setup on the computer. If I add this to the course, I can give it a fancier name or something. But again, students would be able to do this. I'm going to go to Content again just so you can see. It's under the Pearson tab. Again, if I click this, because I did not set it as an external link, you'll see it's going to try to open within D2L, and that's okay. It's just not as nice. But here's where it tells me if I need to install something or check my version. It might help students. It probably doesn't hurt. A little bit of information is a good thing. Again, the way you get there to do that externally, I went in a different way last time. I did a bulk edit. I'm going to do edit properties in place here and click on open as an external resource. I will have some information. I'll send out a video later once we get into the semester a little more about syncing grades. The grade sync is kind of interesting. We'll have to figure some stuff out. Just one other thing. If you're new to this version of D2L, I just want to show one other item very quickly, and then you can stop me at any point. But there used to be up right around here a button that allowed you to copy D2L information from one semester to the next, to set up your grade book, to set up whether you want all these links to show, and ultimately to turn this course on so students could see it. And when I first used this, I kept hitting this button, and none of this was what I wanted, and I couldn't figure out where that button was. Well, that button is called Course Administration, and it's right here, and it will always show up here. But if you click that, I believe that will look familiar to you in that this is where you can copy stuff from other courses, either same semester or previous semesters. The other thing you can do in here is your course offering information. You want to click on that and make the course active so students can see it. Until this button is clicked, you can do as much as you want in here. Students will never be able to see it regardless of the date in the semester. If I turn this on right now, it's early enough in the semester that students won't be able to see it, but when it goes active on the 17th or 18th, they'll be able to see it immediately when it turns on. If you have any other questions, please email me. I am around. I am happy to help you. Some of this is much easier to do hands-on. That's why you got the video today. Good luck, and just remember that I'm here for you. Thank you.